Good morning, welcome or welcome back. If you've read the title, then I'm sure you already know we're doing a lean bulking what in a day. I've been eating at maintenance for just a little bit to kind of clear out some digestive issues, but we're back on the lean bulk now just as we're going into Christmas, which is a really great time to do it. Obviously, the first meal of the day is breakfast, and I'm just going to be having my usual, which you will see in a second. But I also wanted to chat in this video about the holidays because I feel like so many people kind of get in their heads about what to do with your training, your nutrition, and flexibility around the holidays is a really important thing. So later in the video, I'm going to show you how to approach your training and nutrition, and also how I'm going to be approaching my training and nutrition over the Christmas period, and hopefully give you a bit more peace of mind and not stress too much about it. Before we get into that, let's grab some breakfast. I'll put all the macros for each of the meals on screen just so that you know, and then we're gonna head to the gym and train some upper body. So this video is gonna be jam-packed, full of value, and subscribe because we're on the road to 100k. We are so close. We're at 90,000 of you in this amazing community, which is insane. And yeah, I'd love to have you as part of the family. Breakfast. I was gonna make almond croissant overnight oats last night, but I completely forgot to do it. So we're gonna make that now. I'm also gonna film it for Instagram, so the angles might be angling. Then we can have that for a post-workout meal. I think the biggest thing that stresses people out around the holidays is the extra food but less structure. Most people either let everything go or stress about having to be perfect 100% of the time. But whichever camp you fall into on this, I want you to shift your mindset just a little bit, because right now our goal is maintenance, not perfection. So over the Christmas period, we are only concerned with maintaining the strength we've already got. We're not looking to make massive amounts of progress, but obviously if you can, great. But what matters more is that you're staying active at least a little bit, so you're keeping those healthy habits alive, and by the time January hits, you don't feel like you're starting over. Now, I wish I could give you just a one-size-fits-all plan. This is what you have to do for Christmas and you'll be fine, but so many of us have different personalities. We deal with stress around the holidays in different ways. One approach for the holidays might work for one person, but it might throw another person completely off track. There's 3 different types of people when it comes to fitness around the holidays. Type A, the gym rat. You reschedule your workouts around all the holiday gym closures. You're there on Christmas Eve, you're there on Boxing Day, but Christmas you take off. You're a big fan of putting those Christmas calories to good use, but you also enjoy the escape to the gym when everything's a bit stressful at home. Type B, the all or nothing. You know the holidays are going to be super busy and you're not going to be able to work out to your regular schedule, so you just don't work out at all. You decide to put your fitness goals to the side right now and start back in January like everyone else. Then we have type C, the little bit of this, little bit of that. You know your schedule's going to be super busy and you're not going to be able to get to the gym like you usually do, but instead of just scrapping your workouts completely, you do what you can when you can. That might be a 30-minute lift one day and a run the next day, but you don't put too much pressure on yourself and still give yourself that time to spend with family and just enjoy the holidays. Those are the 3 main buckets that people typically fall into, so drop a comment with the one that you relate to most. I am definitely type A. I'm a hardcore gym girly and I love lifting heavy stuff and putting it back down again. It just gets me through the day, gets me through the week. And I keep lifting through Christmas. Now for a type B person, that might seem obsessive, but for us type A people, that is one of the things that helps us get through the holidays. But whichever category you fall into, one thing I recommend to pretty much all of my clients is we take that Christmas week as a deload week. All a deload week is a week of lower intensity training in the gym. So if you do decide to train, then we'll reduce the intensity of your workout, so you're not training close to failure, you're training with around 60% intensity. We can also knock a few exercises off, maybe knock a few sets off, and the main purpose purpose of a deload week is to allow your body just a little bit of extra time to recover, because when you're working out, we're working three main systems: our muscular system, our skeletal system, and our central nervous system. So over time, if you're keeping pushing with 100% intensity every single session week after week after week, then eventually it's going to catch up to you. So when a deload week comes in, that just allows us a little bit more extra time to get rid of that fatigue, reduce the risk you're going to hit plateaus, and ultimately enhance your long-term progress. So if we're taking a deload week on Christmas week, that's actually a very strategic and smart thing to do, because you likely won't have as much time to go to the gym anyway. Your workouts are going to be shorter, so that pairs really well. And we can also just scrap a few workouts completely. So say you currently do a 5-day workout split. I would recommend scrapping 2 of those workouts, so you're only training 3 days, and then you would reduce the intensity, so you're likely not going to have to rest as long between sets, and you'll just be in and out. Now I know what some of you are thinking, but Sophie, it's Christmas. I'm gonna be eating so much more. If I'm not training as much, but I'm eating more, won't I just gain fat? And that is a very logical thing to say, because as we all know, if you eat more and move less, then you're gonna gain weight. If you move more and eat less, you're gonna lose weight. However, 1 week is not going to make or break your progress on your fitness journey. You would need to eat 7,700 calories on top of your regular maintenance calories to gain 1 kg of fat. For most people, this is pretty unlikely to happen, and even if you get to the end of Christmas week, weigh yourself and you're like 5 kg up, I can pretty much guarantee you that is not all going to be fat. Most of that weight that you gain is just going to be water retention, because as you're eating more carbohydrates over the Christmas period, 1 gram of carbs binds to 3 to 4 grams of water. So don't you worry, you've not lost all your progress. Another big thing that so many people freak out about, myself previously included, is losing all my gains if I didn't go to the gym. There's actually been recent studies that have come out saying that the volume of training that you need to maintain your muscle mass is a lot less than we thought. This is probably going to shock you, but it only takes 1/9 of the amount of working out that you're doing right now to maintain what you've already built. So say your normal workouts were around an hour long. If you just wanted to maintain your muscle mass, all you'd have to do is 6 minutes and 40 seconds per workout. Even if you took 2 weeks completely off the gym, you are not going to lose all your gains. And I know it can be really hard to believe that that is the case for you as well, and suddenly we all think that we're that one outlier who's not going to hold on to any of their muscle mass. But as someone who used to think the exact same thing, I can tell you for a fact that taking more rest than you think you need can actually be really beneficial in the long run. Not just physically, like when you go back in the gym, you're going to be able to lift heavier, you're going to be back at it, you're going to be more motivated as well because you've had that mental break. But when you truly give yourself that permission to rest for the first time, it makes it so much easier to listen to your body going forwards. Because I was the same. I even thought that if I took 1 rest day, then I would lose all my gains. So imagine what Christmas holidays were like. I'll chat a bit more on how I approach nutrition around holidays in a bit, but the main thing that I want to sink in for you today is that it is okay to rest. It is okay to take a break from the gym. Even if you're eating more around the holidays, you'll probably find that you'll be stronger when you head back into the gym. If you want to train like usual and just rearrange your schedule around the holidays, great. If you want to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, also great. Or if you want to take the whole week off and just start back in January, that is completely fine. At the end of the day, Jesus should be the center of Christmas, spending time with family should be a close second, and then your fitness goals can be worked in around that. I've been yapping for quite a while now, so we're gonna head to the gym, train some upper body, and maybe some abs. So get ready for a hype gym montage. Croissant overnight oats. Technically not overnight because I just made them before I went to the gym, but
overnight oats. I don't know the exact calories, but I'll work it out and put it on screen. It's a lot of calories, so this would be an amazing breakfast if you were lean bulking. It would fill you up. I didn't make it last night, otherwise I could have had it for breakfast. But let's be honest, would I? Because I just always had the same thing anyway. Theoretically, you could make this and have it for breakfast. It would be so great to meal prep in advance, but I'm probably gonna have it as my lunch because I'm not letting this go to waste. Promise me right now, if you're not allergic to nuts, go away, try this, come back, comment, and let me know if you love it, because I've not made anything like this before. I just made it up and it is so good. The oats are silky smooth, then you've got that layer of frangipane. Well, it's kind of a higher protein frangipane, and then the yogurt layer, the tartness balances it out. I think this might be the start of something, you guys. Subscribe if you want more recipes. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this, probably have something green because I feel like I've not had much color today except a kiwi. But yeah, this is lunch. Let me know what other recipes I should try, and also let me know if you try this, because I'm telling you, if you have oats, if you have almonds, go make it tonight. Okay, I have a coaching client call very, very soon, so I'm gonna go do that. But I feel like this is a good time to say that if you want help on your fitness journey and one-to-one tailored support from me with calls like this, then you can apply for one-to-one coaching in the description. It includes a completely tailored workout plan, a completely tailored meal plan to you, your goals, your likes, your dislikes, your schedule, and yeah, every single one of my clients' plans are different, so I just find it so rewarding to help them get results, help them work through the things they're struggling with, because everyone struggles with different things as well. So yeah, I just find the whole coaching process so rewarding, and if you want help getting results in your fitness journey, go ahead and apply in the description. Doesn't have to be New Year, you can start any time, whatever your goal. I'd love to help you out. I feel like this is our new angle from now on. Just because when it gets later at night, I don't want the light from my light box shining right in my face, because we value sleep over here, okay? So before I tell you the total calorie and macro breakdown for the day, I wanted to just chat a little bit more about nutrition, because I know we touched a little bit on it earlier, but there's more we can go into. A lot of the time, the holidays tend to be when people find themselves falling into that all or nothing mindset around nutrition. Family's round, everyone's enjoying different foods, you've got the Christmas treats, the Christmas dinner, and you just want to like eat all of it. And that is completely fine. Calories don't count on Christmas Day, right? But when it can start to become an issue is when you start thinking, oh, I've already had a piece of Christmas cake, so just throw it in and I'll eat whatever else is there. If you only do that on Christmas Day, that's totally fine. But if that mindset continues and you take that with you into the new year, that's where we can start getting ourselves into big trouble. It's the same all or nothing mindset that stops you working out when you've only got 30 minutes to train, or if you don't have 100% energy that day. And it only takes a few times of you giving into those thoughts for it to become a habit, and we're not wanting to create that habit. Another big one to look out for is trying to compensate for the calories you've eaten over Christmas by trying to burn them off. I don't know if you've seen any of those 10,000 calorie challenges, but it takes a lot of exercise to burn 10,000 calories. You would have to be doing intense exercise for pretty much 24 hours in order to burn that amount of food, but you could probably eat 10,000 calories in about an hour or so if you just had like a massive smoothie or something like that. You do not need to burn off your Christmas Day calories. What I would much rather you do is just put those calories to good use and get a really good lift in when you go out to the gym. And I mean, if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in lean bulking. You might be doing a lean bulk yourself right now. So having more calories, like being in a calorie surplus, even if that is a bit of a bigger surplus over the Christmas period, it's actually going to be beneficial to get you towards your goals. You are the last person who needs to feel guilty about overeating at Christmas. Now, obviously, we aren't throwing our fitness goals completely out the window at Christmas, so I do have some more general tips that anyone can apply over the holidays to help them stay on track towards their goals. Number one, base your meals around your protein source, or at least have some source of protein in each of your meals. I feel like that's not too hard to do, especially if you have a traditional Christmas dinner, at least here in the UK. We usually have like turkey, maybe some beef, or things like that. So you should be able to have some sort of protein sources in your main meal at least. Tip number two is, if you can, if you've got the opportunity, instead of just going and sleeping after you've had your Christmas dinner, go for a 10 to 20 minute walk. Even just going for a short walk after a meal is going to help aid your digestion. You're going to feel less full, less bloated, and it's going to be beneficial. It'll also get you out of the house. I don't know about you, but sometimes if I'm stuck in the house with family all day, I do need a bit of space. If you have a dog, walk the dog. If you have a guinea pig, don't walk your guinea pig. You might get some odd looks. Number 3 is aim to drink 1 litre of water by midday. Staying hydrated is super important, and I know a lot of us skip out on this during winter because it's colder, you're not wanting to drink as much water, so make up for it. Like, drink tea, things like that, warm drinks. I wouldn't recommend drinking 1 litre of hot chocolate by midday, but tea is usually a good shout. I am such a herbal tea girly. I have decaf green tea every single day. I can't remember the last time I didn't. Peppermint's also good, chamomile, rooibos. I've seen some really creative ones recently. There's like raspberry leaf and I think it was orange. I don't know. Also, who makes up the names of some of these teas? Because midnight dreams, what is that? Bedtime? Autumn bliss? Am I drinking a scented candle? I hope not. I'm actually curious now though, what is the most rogue flavor? Would you call it a flavor? Yeah, what's the most rogue flavor of herbal tea that you've ever tried? Let me know in the comments. And just as a reminder about holiday food, most holiday meals have protein, have carbs, and they have fats. So instead of thinking, I overate, I'm just gonna gain a whole bunch of fat, reframe it as that was the best bulking meal. You are not gonna gain 10 kg of fat over Christmas. And even if you did, fat is not permanent. You're so scared you're gonna lose your gains. But remember, you can also lose fat. Prioritizing protein over the holidays is gonna be the best way to help you maintain your muscle mass, but what's more important is that you don't stress about it too much and you actually take that time over the holidays to enjoy yourself, make memories, connect with family, and just take a break, reset, because New Year's coming up and I've got a whole bunch of content for you to help you lock in and go smash those fitness goals. Before I forget, this was the total calories and macros for today's full day of lean bulking. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing holiday season. There will be more videos out before Christmas, so stay tuned for those. Subscribe so you don't miss them. We're on the road to 100k. We are so close. I wonder if we can hit 100k before New Year. We're at 90k right now, which is insane. I think I already mentioned that this video, but it's insane. It still blows my mind. Around this time 2 years ago was when there was 1,000 of you in this amazing community, and now it's grown so much. And I honestly love each and every one of you because you're so supportive. Like, I love connecting with you guys in the comments, so drop a comment if you made it this far. I respond to all the comments, and I asked YouTube and they thought that you would enjoy this video next. Love you so much. I'll see you over there. Bye.